Yes, sir. We're officially back at it. Boog Nice coming at you with the Marvel Legends AoA Colossus Build-A-Figure Wave Cyclops figure review. Let's do it.
This ain't for no scalper. You a scalper? Then fuck out shit. This runs for them real collectors. That's army building and posing figures. Marvel Legends, imports, mini matey I'm fucking with them. Hype beast we know about. You stay buying figs, don't know about it.
7 figures in a wave. You'll need 6 of the 7 figures to complete the AoA Colossus Build-A-Figure. Magneto does not come with a Build-A-Figure part. There's a quick look at the artwork on the left side of the box. It is the same on the left and the right. Alright, here we go. Scott Summers, aka Cyclops, the AoA Cyclops. I think with any good alternate reality, alternate timeline, universe, storyline, it's the twists and turns, the instances in where they shake things up that make it really interesting. And in this universe, Cyclops is not a good guy. He actually works with Apocalypse, part of their team. More specifically, he works directly under Sinister, which we know in the 616 universe. Sinister is completely obsessed with Scott Summers and their bloodline and their family and doing experiments and stuff like that. And it's somewhat similar in the AoA. Not only does Scott or Cyclops work with Apocalypse's forces, he's like an elite sort of security slash special ops dude, but his brother Alex Summers, aka Havoc, also works with them as well. Also, I think with any good story, it's the villains, it's the bad side and their deco designs and character designs that really make the story. We love Darth Vader, we love anti-heroes like Boba Fett, and I do think that Scott and Alex and Sinister, Sugarman, all of those guys on that side had some really unique, cool character designs. This is one that I was really looking forward to, but I do not like the way this figure came out overall. Cyclops is packed in with the left leg to complete the AoA Colossus Build-A-Figure. His bio on the back of the package reads, Cyclops helps prisoners escape from Apocalypse's prison camps in an attempt to be a force for good in a harsh dystopian future. So after working under Sinister and for Apocalypse for many years since his childhood, after actually overseeing a lot of the camps where the humans were and watching Sinister do all types of experiments, Sinister had actually even experimented with Cyclops' DNA and Jean Grey's DNA and made X-Man Nate Grey and his little scheme to maybe have somebody that could oppose Apocalypse. But yeah, at some point Jean Grey was locked up and Cyclops met Jean, and I talked about this whole scenario in the first reviews from the first wave of AoA figures, but I never mentioned that Cyclops actually ended up killing his own father as well, who had been infected with a brood embryo, I believe. But yeah, a lot of hurt and pain and strife and turmoil in this guy's life, but at some point he did decide to give in to his better self, and he had a moment of clarity and sort of became a hero in the story. But yeah, my issue with this figure is that I'm sick of this Bucky Cap mold for one. I do not like this head sculpt. I do not like this whole part here where it's exposing so much of his head. The actual character design wasn't like that. He looked a little more stoic and badass. He looks like some like old dude that's like balding and trying to hold on to his hair or something like that. I don't like that. I don't really like the color choice for his costume. A lot of the illustrations, there was a lot more shading in here. They could have mixed some black in here or went with black and put some blue undertones there or something like that. I'm okay with these like sort of armor parts. I guess they look pretty decent. They look okay. And also it's all one piece here. I would have liked them to sculpt some new boots and made it more accurate to the comic, but I really don't want to see him on the Bucky Cap mold at all. I would have liked for them to just put him on one of the newer Bucks for once, you know, put Cyclops on something with butterfly joints, give him some type of effect or accessories in here, maybe some different sets of hands or something like that. He came with nothing aside from the Build-A-Figure part for Colossus. So I do like the arms. You know, these seem to be a new sculpt here. I believe they are. And if at some point we get a Sinister and we get Alex Summers, it would be cool to have them kind of, you know, together in a display them together. But as it stands right now, without Sinister or Alex Summers, I don't really care about this figure. I want the other guys in order to make make this figure better. Oh, and the other thing that really bugs me, there is no waist cut here. So this is technically the Bucky Cap mold, but the torso is all one part. You cannot turn him at the waist. So I don't even know if I can consider it that, because I do think these arms are new. This is sort of like a mashup, but not even in a good way. As it goes in terms of articulation, the head is hindered quite a bit by his hair, so you can turn left to right. You get a little bit of a pivot. Down and up is almost non-existent. Down more than up, but you're not going to really get his head to look up. That's unfortunate. Shoulders on ball joints, they'll come up about that far. You can do a full 360. There is an upper bicep swivel. Double jointed elbow is going to be hindered just a little bit by this armor part on his bicep. You can clearly see that there is a double jointed elbow. Unfortunately, you won't be able to fully bend it. There is a swivel and a hinge on the wrist. And yes, you can pop the hands out, but again, there were no additional hands. You do get a nice deep ab crunch going forward and back. Again, no cut at the waist, T-joint at the pelvis. Leg is going to come up that far. There is a double jointed knee. There is rotation at the boot. There's a hinge and a pivot on the foot. All right, a couple quick size comparisons and I'm gonna get up out of here. Here are a few characters in Cyclops' orbit. We have Blink on the far left. She is from the Caliban Build-A-Figure wave. Then we have Jean Grey, who was from the first wave of AoA figures, the Sugar Man Build-A-Figure wave. Nate Gray on Cyclops' immediate left, and Weapon X on the far right. You can see how all of those stack up, all characters that have come into contact in the AoA storyline. Clearly they weren't going to give us a storyline without some type of turmoil, love triangle thing going on between Jean and Wolverine or Weapon X in this universe. There he is with the Sugar Man Build-A-Figure on the left and the deluxe AoA Apocalypse on the right. There he is with the Falcon Build-A-Wings wave Falcon. I just opened this for the first time last night. I really like this figure. I actually want to shoot him a bit. And then Magneto, his wave mate, and on the far right we have Sinister, one of the best Marvel Legends villains they put out. This is the 616 Sinister. Obviously they could use this as the base buck for an AoA Sinister. I would really like to see that along with a deluxe Holocaust or Nemesis. And finally, there he is with some different versions of himself. So let me see if I could do this off the top. The Love Triangle 3-pack Cyclops on the far left. The Warlock Build-A-Figure wave version right next to him going right. Then we have a very rare Cyclops. This was from the Jubilee Build-A-Figure wave maybe. And then on AoA Cyclops' immediate left, we have the Theta Sentinel Build-A-Figure wave version. And on the far right, I believe that is the Brood Build-A-Figure wave Cyclops. Nope, I'm wrong. That's actually the Puck Build-A-Figure wave Cyclops. And as you can see, it's time for a definitive Cyclops that is on a buck other than the Bucky Cap mold. Again, something with butterfly joints would be surely welcomed. But yeah, another one that's not much to write home about in this wave. You'll need him if you want to complete the AoA Colossus Build-A-Figure. But this figure will only get better with the addition of Sinister and Alex Summers, in my humble opinion. Alright, so thanks for hanging out. As always, rate, comment, and subscribe. Hit that bell down there. And until next time, peace.
I'm in the game, I'm grinding, I got to play 24 hours in a day, 7 days out the week, I never sleep. I'm on my grizzly bear, 52 weeks out the year, yeah.